Unfortunately, I only have about 90 minutes, so I don't know if we can finish the entire event. But that's why we chose the red deck. Something come up, and I have to do something at 5 today. I might be able to multitask it, but I wouldn't be able to talk very much. Oh crap, you can't see the whole deck. There you go. Should still be able to see it if you need a screenshot. But anyway, today we're playing the Oliver... I can't pronounce people's name. Oh wow, and I'm dropping 20% of my frames already. Hopefully that'll straighten up. And hopefully it'll straighten up quick. But he's our national champion, he's a great player, and he's approaching the sideboarding to this deck in the teamer match very differently. And I've struggled with the teamer deck, so I'm pretty interested in trying his build of it. The main difference is he's cut Harsh Mentors, and he brings in the Chandras and the Glory Bringers, which is a card that I've highly tried to stay away from. I even run... Currently, I'm running 4 Chandra's Defeat in my teamer list, so hopefully we won't run into anything like that, but we're going to try this list. Obviously, he's an extremely good player, much better than me, and, you know, has quite a few high-end friends that, like, I'm sure, like, they did a lot of testing and stuff together for, the WMC and stuff like that, so like you know, there might be more input than just his even on the deck, but I mean his is plenty. I'm just like spitballing like random things, like there may be even more than that. So I'm pretty into trying this. Hopefully it'll work out well. I've not been a fan of the Chandra main deck either, but that's just from my experiences. Maybe I just rate that card too lowly. We do have quite a few tools for the sideboard of this build. We have in the mirror, like we have 3 Pias and 2 Harvesters, and we have 2 Magma Sprays and 2 Chandras, so or Chandra's Defeat. So we have like a lot of things we can bring in the red match. The fact that he didn't kill this just makes me assume I'm getting ready to take opponent damage. Okay, not taking opponent damage. I'd rather just play the Ferocitodon here. And by play the Ferocitodon here, I mean I'm probably going to cast the Chandra's Defeat and tick it up. Don't know if that's the right play, but... Or I said Chandra's Defeat, I mean it's Chandra's Torch of Defiance. Don't actually know if that's the right play, but it's the one that would let us deploy both of our threats next turn if we needed. And short of a shock and like something else, I feel like this probably survives. He could just have a shock though. This could be very bad. It's the one that feels like it gives us the most advantage though. Certainly didn't want to draw that card, so if he uses 2 things to kill that, I'm not that upset then. It looks like he's using 2 things to kill it. Still gets 2 cards out of his hand though. The mirror really is going to come down to which one of us resolves Hazoret and has it stick first, so like the fact that this Chandra dies I don't think matters much. If he just has Hazoret, we're in bad shape anyway. Yep. If we had a 5th land or something and could protect it from things like that, I might not have played that. There's a good chance I still would have. Excuse me. Goodbye, Rampager. We will miss you. Hey, Blade Ogre, what's up, man? Yeah, I would love to see MJ not just qualify, but MJ and Logan Nettles, Jabberwocky, are like the two people that I want to see become mainstays of the Pro Tour more than anybody right now. Like, people that aren't already on it. I mean, obviously, everybody's got the people that they're massive fans of already, but like, those are the two guys that that aren't on the Pro Tour that I would love to be able to cheer for every PT. I get excited. Like, I literally log on and check like online PPTQ PTQ results and stuff like that just to see how Jabber's doing. Like, I want him to succeed so much. Oh, and there's Azarit. That's as bad for us. Come on, big money. Hopefully we draw our Azarit. We're slightly ahead in the race if we do. If we don't, we are not doing well. That's what we call not doing well, folks. I'm about to have to attack here. Blocking doesn't really get us anywhere. We still just lose if we try to block. So that's a crasher. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that doesn't kill us. So if he attacks with both, it doesn't have a removal spell, a Hazaret would win. Can't really, he has to leave them both back if he leaves either of them back, because our crasher says he can't block. Alright, if he's attacking with both, I guess we can go for the win. A lightning strike would also win. If we just throw this at him. Alright, we're going to take it. I think it's our best chance. We're going to throw 2 damage at him at the end of his turn, so that opens up any burn spell. Technically, it would open up like a Kenra or something as well. Obviously, if he has a removal spell, we're probably not winning either way. And that's probably game. So we have to hold defense here. Well, that sucks. We had a chance. We gave ourselves a lot of outs. I mean, he could have a burn spell, so like maybe we don't have that many outs. But we had 2 shocks, 3 lightning strikes, 3 okay, if he had a burn spell, it looks like. Nope, we had 3 deserts, and 4 Kenras. So we had an actual ton of outs there, but now we have no outs. It's a good portion of our deck. Too lazy to actually count them. A Beaumont Courier did it as well. So it was actually pretty hard for us to... It was about... I don't know, I'm going to guess 50-50. I'll count them afterwards. We don't have any out. Him, like, not exerting was our... We had no chance at all. We don't have any one thing that can deal 7 damage now. Oh, let's close my Scap. Or Steam. And apparently I accidentally closed Moto as well. Let's... Don't know how I closed Moto. I apparently clicked something I wasn't supposed to by accident, not paying attention. Sorry about this, guys. But even if we'd killed the, like, Cropper before he exerted, like, we just chump block the other, we can't deal 7 damage. So, just throws 2 damage as, untaps, throws 2 damage as. Like, we had no out. For those that are saying that, or thinking that I should have lightning struck the Crasher, like, sure, maybe it would have let us get 1 draw step, but it does not let us win the game at all. Yeah, come on, Moto. I'll count how many outs we had here in a second. I think it was a good portion of our deck. Any Hazard was also good. Alright. Well, at some point, maybe we can sideboard. You're just not going to load? I'll give it 10 more seconds and I'll try to reload from the beginning. Oh, now it's locked up. Okay, wait. Come on, Moto. So we had 4, 8, 11, 15, 18 outs. Anyway, let's try to get done sideboarding in time. We're going to bring in these. I think all of these free drops are better than the free drops we already have. I'm going to bring in these. I'm going to bring in these, and I like to bring in the Braid because I think the Braid is technically better than Lightning Strikes in this match. But that could just potentially be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what the last card to take out is. Feels like a lot of these cards are just so bad. We've got about 1 million of these things, so I think we'll cut one of those and just run with this. I don't really want this Chandra either, but I don't really want to remove, or I don't really want any of these other cards back in the deck, so we're just going to run with this. Hey, James. What's up, man? Yeah, we have a Hazard. We'll keep Hazard and a removal spell. What else do we want? Hazard's removal spells. I have to do something at 5 today. I'm not even sure we'll get to finish this event. Like, I have to log out at 5. Well, maybe I don't have to log out at 5, but, like, at 5, I have to at least pull something up and probably mute myself. That's unfortunate. Probably just going to go ahead and play this thing. I do have 2 monitors, yes. But the problem is, if I use the other monitor, you guys will hear it. I have no way to make the one monitor mute and not the other monitor. Like, apparently the other day when I was trying to figure out why I was lagging and stuff like that, you guys could hear my stream the entire time I was doing that, like, looping and doing weird stuff. Which I'm sure sucked. Wait, he couldn't attack, so go ahead and throw a point of damage at him there. Hey, Ripper. What's up, man? Go ahead and smash that. Yeah, I needed a fast deck today, Ripper. Like, I had somewhere to be at 5. Oh, you can't sell me nothing. You can't sell a man who has no money anything. We're going to have to have some lands here. In the ideal world, he'd kill this and we'd draw on land. That's the old ideal world. Thank you very much, Jar Jar. Uh-oh. Ideal world, you say? Let's just not draw any of it. So, we did not draw the land, and he didn't kill our thing, and he played this after we used our braid. Maybe we shouldn't have wasted the braid? Probably shouldn't have wasted the braid. You know, Taps plays a Hazard and we don't, it's just not going to matter, but... What Pauper GP? I have not saw a Pauper GP. I think that's about the worst thing they could ever do to Pauper as well. Think he should probably attack. Is there really a Pauper GP? Why would they try to run Pauper? Yeah, need that land. That's not a land. We are playing 24 lands in this build. I'll have to check it out later, I guess. I can't really go look at it, but like... Pauper's, in my opinion, pretty close to a one-deck format already, and you're going to like actively encourage professionals to break it? It kind of blows my mind. Like I think Pauper's fine where it is, so like why would you encourage people to break it instead of just let them have fun? Well, I personally think Shred Delver's like the only deck that should be played in Pauper. Sure, there's decks that beat it or whatever, but they all have weaknesses. I think Shred Delver's just statistically the best deck. Its results aren't the best online, but that's because there is a play skill factor in the game, I believe. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I believe if you look at the results online, like it's, you know, kind of like middle of the pack or something. But I believe that has a play skill component to it. Stompy might actually be the best deck, like it's up there as well. Every time I look at challenges though, there's always like 3 or 4 Delver decks in the X1 plus bracket. Yeah. Getting smashed still. Landus. Hey, at least it's a land. Opponent's out of energy as well. Kinda don't want to attack with both of my things now, because I don't want him to get... I guess I have to attack with them both. We're still racing. You didn't throw damage at us, which was odd. I mean, I don't play Pauper, so completely ignore me when I'm throwing out Pauper opinions. Like, I do not play Pauper. But, like, I watched, well, the guy who built our deck, Oliver, and I can't pronounce his last name, so forgive me if I'm pronouncing his last name wrong, but Oliver Tomasho? I'm not actually sure. I watched him play a Pauper, challenge once that he streamed with Shred Delver, and it just looked like it couldn't lose to anything. I really just think it's a play skill component that holds it down. Because, like, he made, in every match, multiple different things than I would have did, and it felt like he was just right all the time. That hurts. We hit the land at least. Go ahead and throw that one out, and I'm just going to bash with them all here. Let him figure out how he's blocking. Most games he did not play early Delvers. Most games he did not play early Delvers that I watched. Played like mechanics, or mechanists and stuff. I assume he's just going to like equip here and like maybe block this, maybe chump block this and take 2. Tomeko. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Tomeko, but like that, he's a younger player, but like the dude is very good at the game of Magic. He does a pretty good stream when he streams as well. He's like very interactive with the chat and stuff. He answers your questions. Heck, the reason we're playing this deck tonight is because he posted his list, and he's like, I beat Teamer with this, and I'm like, really? I've never beat Teamer. How do you sideboard? And he gave me his sideboard list, so I'm like, heck, we'll try it. Like, the dude's super friendly, super good player. Mako. Fair enough. Isn't there like a J in it? Or am I just like looking at it wrong? Let me pull it up on Twitter. I thought there was a J in his name. Is the J silent? Yeah, there is a J. I guess the J's silent then? Oh, I messed up. I should have done a point of damage there. I was typing a message. Oh wait, no, never mind. My Pia's dead. He's got a Pia, not me. Is it? I've always called Jabberwocky Jabberwocky. I don't think it's Aberwocky. I think there is a J. I think you say Jabber. I will next time he streams. I will make him verbally say it for me though to confirm. Pretty darn sure it's actual Jabber though. All right, so we won that game. I don't think we're going to change anything from the play to the draw. The Lightning Strike still just costs too much mana. I don't really want the Glory Bringers. I didn't want this Chandra to begin with, so like maybe I don't want these Chandras either. I especially don't want it on the draw. Maybe I just want the Shock back. That way it gives me more of a chance to not have to waste a Braid now that we know he's playing Harvesters. Yeah, whatever. We'll try this. Try to prevent as much damage as we can, but it's really going to come down to the Harvesters and the Hazards. Luckily, he flooded pretty good last game, so him like having a Hazard didn't matter much. Or sorry, him having a Harvester didn't matter much because he kind of flooded. I've always hated these mirror matches. I don't like mirror matches in this standard format very much at all. I used to love them. One removal spell. I guess we have to keep it. It's strong enough, but like I don't think this is a very good hand. Significantly better hand when you draw the Harvester, but you could just untap and have Carl. Yes, the Carl. The great Carl. The iCarly. That is not the iCarly. I'm especially proud of myself for referring to something as iCarly in a Magic game. Yeah, brother bear. We don't appreciate this. Kinda wanna play this, but I'm afraid of a braid, so I'm probably just gonna match this Pia with my Pia. Worry about the harvester later in the game. While we still try to do our dirty business with this Kenra. Doing the dirty D with the Kenra. Assume he's just gonna throw like a Fopter in front of it? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Obviously would love to draw a land. Though, honestly, playing a land before we kill this probably isn't the greatest thing. But if we drew a land, we could play, you know, pretty well any two of the cards in our hand that aren't Hazoret. Well, take it back. Don't want to draw a land. Really just want to draw on a braid now. We have the full 4, which a lot of these decks don't, so that's good for us. We'll block with Pia if he attacks. Pretty happy to trade the Pias. We have 3 in our deck, which, you know, legendary and all that. Hey, it's a land. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't really think I can play the Hazoret with this in play. Could just attack with everything now. If I attack with everything and he blocks, we can shrink it. Don't really want to attack with anything. Don't want to throw a shock at his Soulscar Mage and we get blown out if he plays a 1-mana red spell because of the Prowess. There's a Hazoret. Now the Mage definitely, I don't want the Mage to attack. Like, there's no benefit for the Mage attacking, because, like, it gives him too many double blocks and stuff, I think. Well, this card's frightening here. But he doesn't have an answer to this. I only want to attack with the Mage. You have no idea what's in his hand, so it's hard to make that call. And I only want to use the shock on this card here. So if I'm only using the shock on this card here, it makes it real hard to attack with the Soulscar Mage because he could make me use the shock somewhere else. And I don't know that I want to use the shock somewhere else. Wait, what? No. I just want to tap this. Thank you. So he's the first person that attacks with Hazoret? Yeah, but I'm not worried about the Hazoret. Or I'm not worried about the Everspear Harvester. The Hazorets are what's going to determine the outcome of this game. The Hazorets are 100% going to be what determines the outcome of this game. Have to just go ahead and start blocking now? Because we might get to a point where we're just like looking at each other. That appears to be what we're going to get, what we are getting to. Gonna attack with both. He's likely just to let these two bounce off each other, and I'm pretty fine with that. I'm not blocking with this when he has mana untapped anyway, so this is the only way to guarantee to get my 3 life for this turn. So it's going to put me at 21 and put him at 14. So I'll be able to take the first Hazoret hit. Yeah, we're hoping to draw Chandra's Defeat or something and be able to kill his Hazoret before he kills our Soulscar Mage. Maybe I was just supposed to make his Hazoret a 3-2? I'm not sure. But like, then I'd be afraid of him killing our Hazoret with a burn spell. That was the thing I was most worried about. I don't know that I sequenced those turns right, but I don't think the Harvesters matter. We have 4 Braids in our deck still, so like, not that worried about the Harvester. Just kind of want to stay ahead on life. Stay ahead on blockers. Trying to decide next turn whether I'm trying to decide whether I plan on blocking this Beaumont Courier or not. We also have a Kindred in our graveyard, so like we're 1 mana away from being able to make things not block, which is pretty good. So like if we draw an untapped land, we've got a heck of a nice attack. So even if he attacks us now, he loses a blocker and goes down to 16. He may not be able to attack with the Kindred in our graveyard, and if he's not attacking, that's pretty much exactly where we want him. He could also just pump up the Harvester and attack us for 10. Gain 5 lifelink off of it. And put him at 19. Alright, well, I don't think we can get the Kenra coming sideways. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to attack with these two and then sack this. Mainly to gain my life. Do need to deal with one of these cards. We will kind of like really need to hit something. That is in fact something. We'll go ahead and do it now in case he draws a burn spell. That is the literal exact card we needed. We could have attacked with the Hazoret and tried to get that kind of lucky, but I think attacking with the Hazoret and trying to get lucky like that would have been really bad. So he can currently attack us for like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can potentially 2-turn clock us, but we can block some of the ground stuff, so. There's his Soulscar Mage, so now he's in the market of also being able to draw like that. probably will be holding back our Harvester to try to block next turn. Oh, wow. Alright. Well, I guess we're definitely just attacking with this then. This game has gotten silly. I think it's worth playing the Karl Zev more than dealing 2 damage to him. That may not be entirely accurate, but I believe it is. He's going down to 11 life right now, so unless he draws a burn spell for the hazard, he's going to have to start taking chunks of damage every turn. Oh, that was a pretty good draw. It's not that great though because of the Harvester. Is a chump blocker at the worst. I'd rather draw a random card with this than play back to Kenra still. As long as this can block the 4/4 and kill it, I don't think there's any reason to ever attack with that Kenra. And I won't even waste this time by making him block. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to throw 2 damage at him. So I don't think we're going to get through all 5 matches. If we don't, we'll come back later and finish the last matchup or whatever. But considering this match has taken almost 40 minutes in the mono red mirror, it's hard for me to think we're going to get through 4 more. I only have about an hour left, so we'll probably get through 2, maybe 3. I do apologize. I didn't realize that it was going to be like that today. So basically, all we have to do is get through 1 more untapped step and we'll get there. With the hazard, anyway. Well, that's pretty good. Yep. So that means we just had to untap, and then he couldn't get a card that killed both the Hazoret and the Everspear Harvester. So the Braid was a wonderful draw there. But yeah, this build's kind of set up about as much as you can be for the mono red mirror. We have the full 4 of Braids, and then we have the 5/2 drops to replace, or sorry, the 5/3 drops to replace our bad 5/3 drops. And we have an additional 4 1-drop removal spells. Potentially we could have like 1 more Chandra's Defeat and 1 less Magma Spray, but having a few cards that can go after the Kenras and or Beaumont Couriers isn't bad, and these double. They're good versus the mono black, like the Scrap Heap Scroungers and the Dread Wanderers and stuff. So like I kind of like having a split of 2 and 2. This hand's terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. I'm gonna mulligan it. I think this hand's much, much better. I mainly mulliganed that because it only had 1 creature in it, and this removal spell, your first creature rarely ever lives. So like, it's pretty close to a miracle if that first creature ever lives to begin with. Which always brings you up to interesting decisions on like whether I'm going to play the Kenra or the Earthshaker for my first creature. It depends a lot on what type of deck he's playing. So he's playing something that shows us a white mana spell. I'm probably just going to go ahead and play the Kenra. Most of the decks that play Legion's Landings are token decks. Some of them are like the red-white, there's a red-white Boros deck that's out there, but most of them are tokens decks. Pretty good. We have a hard time beating token decks. Still gonna bash here. He trades the Kenra for the Vampire. That's fine. He still takes 2 points of damage, and it's harder for him to flip Legion's Landing, which is a pretty key thing. But basically, we really need a Rampaging Ferocitodon on 3. Pretty happy with that trade. Obviously, the trade could have been better, but still pretty happy with that trade. Oh wow, so he's not the deck that I thought he probably was. If we attack with this, he just double blocks, and I get to kill that first. Alright, we'll attack again then. Sure. Don't know. Apparently he doesn't know how first strike works, or maybe I don't know how first strike works. Who knows? Nope. I'm the one that knew. Yay! Yay! I'm the one that knew how it worked. That's always a treat. Could have went either way, who knew? Kinda want to block? Is there a negative to blocking here? How? Does he have a way to pump his card? Whatever, I'll just take the damage. I can't imagine that damage matters, so... I'm not sure why I'm probably am supposed to block. Maybe I just don't understand something again? I'm good at not understanding things, so I could always just not be understanding something. I guess he's got a fatal push for this guy because he paused this turn, he didn't the other turns? Alright, maybe he doesn't. Maybe there's no fatal push in sight. Or maybe he just decided a Fumigate was enough now. Little does he know, a Fumigate is a lot. He probably knew that, but... Not a Fumigate. Nice. Another random Legion's Landing. Sure. So he takes a point of damage here down to 4. The Lightning Strike puts him at 1. So if he casts another creature, he's dead Reno. Alright, damage is on the stack, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So he looks like he's just an Esper tokens list that maybe has this, or maybe he's like the Esper Embalm/Eternalize deck. Either way, Rampaging Ferocitodon shines in matches of this nature. Also think like Chandra's Defeats are pretty good here. I think Glorybringers are pretty good here. Basically anything that can just attack. You're going to be better than actual shock. Pretty sure that I probably want some number of cards that fly and that survive Fumigate. I don't know about the rest of these things. I definitely don't want Crasher. Feel like they're going to have way too many things. As for a Braid, do I want a Braid? I generally like to keep a Braids in just to hedge versus Harvester, but I don't actually know really what they're playing. I'm definitely going to cut at least these 4 cards. Let's look at the curve a little bit. I think actually Beaumont Courier is typically pretty bad versus these decks. I feel like they always have some kind of blocker. Taking out Beaumont Courier always feels wrong though. Alright, we'll try this. I was looking for my phone, but apparently I've put it on charge. This hand is exceptionally bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand too. This got spells and stuff. I'd rather keep this hand with a Scry. If we didn't have the Scry clause or we were on the play, I would never keep this hand. Feel pretty comfortable keeping it when we have a Scry, a draw step, then another draw step to hit a second land. And I don't really care if we get to the Glorybringer on time. I only care if we hit the second land. On time, that is. Treasure map. That card's great. Ornithopter. Opponent's on a spicy one. Did it say opponent's record? 0-3. Oh. Fair enough. I think we're in a competitive league, aren't we? Or did I join the wrong league? Oh, okay, we are in a competitive league. I was just making sure because he was still playing at 0-3. Wasn't trying to like sound offensive or anything. Most people scoop at 0-3. That's why I was double checking. Definitely don't really want to kill that if I can avoid it. Sure. The Ornithopter strikes me as weird. I'm not sure what he's doing with that. Maybe he's like some Marionette Masters token deck? I don't know. Anyway, we're clearly going to have to hit more lands. Based on how slow his current draw was, we might have been able to keep the 7 card. Yep. Chose not to draw, so that means he lacks the card in his hand a lot. Huh. Scavenging Grounds is actually a good draw step. If he double blocks, we'll first strike this one. This will live. If not, he's at least going to take 1 point of damage. Okay. Sure. Wonder what this card in his hand that he lacks so much is. Maybe like a Regal Caracol? Anointed Procession. That's a good one. That's a good one, eh? Huh. Hey, YOLO. Instant regret. Think I might need that scavenging grounds again. We took a pretty aggressive line this game, but we did mulligan and we didn't have much action going on. There's a kitty cat, so kind of just don't want to ever attack again, because then he gets 2 kitty cats. Don't think we can win with never attacking. Pretty sure we just lose if we never attack. Dang. Is 2 kitty cats that bad? Whatever. 2 kitty cats is better than 3 kitty cats. Could have just attacked with both the sack mud or scavenging grounds, but at this point we're just not going to win like that. We're still gaining damage over these 2 turns with these attacks. Hey, Darfbutt. There's something in my eye again. Great. You put the card on the bottom. What is that? An Adorned Pouncer? I can't really see it right now. Yep, it's an Adorned Pouncer. How exactly do we win from here? Just keep attacking? Nah. We done attacking. We don't want 4/4 cats coming to play. Probably won't attack until Glorybringer's back up. Hey, Jay, what's up, man? Hope you're having a wonderful holiday. Where's Chris been? Chris's adoring public misses him greatly. Oh God. It's getting worse. Alright, untap land, you can do it. Oh God. Spoiler, I don't know if untap land can actually do it. Pretty sure we are SOL. That's kind of neat, though. It's gonna get to deal 2 to us next turn? You're not an untapped land. Alright, next game. Do I want to change how we sideboarded at all? Showed us treasure map, but I don't know if that's a good enough reason to have a braid. The shocks didn't seem particularly good. He didn't show us a whole lot more else to use with them though. I think I'm pretty much fine with how we ran it. We just have to not mulligan and be either A, a little more aggressive, or B, hit the lands to be a little over the top. One of the two. definitely going to be more cautious about putting things in our graveyard. We'll certainly keep this. Or things in his graveyard, for that matter. Rampaging for Ostodon, you're our boo. Where are you? Sure. Is it an Ornithopter? The Ornithopter still strikes me as really weird that it's in his deck. Kinda want to attack here and see if he'll let us kill them both with just an attack. I feel like there's some chance that he's going to block with an Ornithopter. I kinda want to kill the other dude anyway. Don't know if it's worth it. There's a kitty cat. Kitty cats go meow. They're not as cool as ducks though. Red Rover, send us Hazoret land on over. That's a good one. These cheap Eternalized cards are actually really good versus a Hazoret. Hazoret that we never get to cast, mind you, but... He's not played the black land yet this game. Getting closer to being able to flip this though. And that is definitely a problem based on our current hand. I am very sleepy. Uh-oh. Now I just don't want to kill things. Huh. May not have the land for this. Mana Traders. One second. I'll pull it up for you, James, and I'll link it in chat. It's just Mana Traders, though. Mana Traders. Here you go. Because I was not paying attention, Nar. I should have attacked before I did anything. No problem, Loka. Do. I guess I would rather him get this one back. Oh, he may not have the land for that one, but that was the one that actually kills us. Loco, you saw in chat, right? Like I told you last night, there's 2 more things that are getting given out. 2 people didn't claim their prize, James, so be there or be square. Should be a good night. I think Jay's gonna play Duck Song for us the entire night just on repeat. Why didn't he block that time? Does he have like a fumigate in his hand or something? Or is he just trying to like... Yeah, I highly doubt we'll hear any duck song. If I knew how to put volume on my stream, I would play duck song for everybody right now. I do not know how to make volume work. Wait, now he's attacking? I'm confused. Is there a settled wreckage? I don't know what's going on. I don't like not knowing what's going on. Not a settled wreckage, confirmed. Is there any way to win this turn? Probably not. I guess if he takes either one of these, we win. If he takes this, what's he take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, whatever. I guess killing the Ornithopter would have gave us 2 extra points of damage. Yeah, I should have killed the Ornithopter with the shock, I think. I think that broke even. Should have probably lightning struck there too, but a lightning strike there to put him at 2 life, so he couldn't have bought the Sunscourge Champion back. But if he buys the Sunscourge Champion back, he's dead regardless. Short of a settled wreckage, I just don't think opponent can come back from this. Guess he could have another Ornithopter or something. This card right here is overperformed. Was it? If so, I missed it. I couldn't figure out how to make it lethal. You could be right. You could definitely be right. Go ahead and throw that at him because a removal spell's lethal. We draw another one. He was at 9, wasn't he? Oh, he had a negate. Wow. So if I make that not block, he can still block all 3 things. But all 3 things have to they're just chump blocks and or trades. So he was at 5 at the end of the turn. Yeah, it's probably lethal. I probably just missed it. No, you're probably right. What? Why is, oh, it's making me choose. Sure. You're probably right. I am not great at this. I have to go back and look at that turn again. Again, like I said, I'm trying to drive a little, I'm playing a little extra fast today because at 5 o'clock I have to get off here. So I'm trying to get as many rounds in as I can. If you just do that, you're dead. You do not gain to life like that. Alright. My opponent said, F me. I don't know why he said F me. He's already 0-4 and can't even get a prize, so why is he mad? But whatever, we'll move on to the next round. No reason to argue. I'll try to play a little bit better this game. I thought he was at 9 life, but again, I could have just looked at it wrong or miscounted wrong. He was at 4 life after the Ornithopter. It had 5 damage I could have threw at him. And he's probably just dead. One moment, guys. I apparently got an out-of-area phone call. There's something in my eye. Why is there always something in my eye? Netflix has a holiday message for me. Thank you, Netflix. Appreciate it. I'll definitely go back and look at that after the stream. If I knew how to go back and look at it right now, I would. I don't think I can though without like it putting a random echo on my stream. I'm like not very bright when it comes to the stream settings and stuff like that. If this match goes quick enough, we might try to work the 4th in. If not, I'll have to come back for the other 2 later. Which I apologize for the stream being so short. I don't want to keep this hand. These hands never work out for me. I'm just not going to keep a 4th burn spell hand with no creature. I like this hand again a lot more than that. I've liked all of our mulligans today. Like, this hand looks terrible, but I think it's a lot better than what we just saw. Yeah, well, if we're paired versus red deck wins, it's probably not better than what we just saw. Is it Demir? Yep, second mountain, very likely Mir. Oh, cool. The one that I don't want to kill. Double mountain, no play. I wonder if I have a removal spell. We do have the Hazoret. We do have the lands, but I think I'm just going to take the 2 damage and kill a Rampaging Ferostodon or whatever that he plays. Like, he's going to play something this turn. Could be a Karl Zev, could be a million things, but, like, he's going to play something. Second Hazoret's actually not great here. It's going to make it real hard to attack with the 1. And as you guys have heard me say over and over, whoever attacks with the first Hazoret first generally wins. Oh, tick up and a removal spell. That's probably enough to seal this one. Apparently I'm starting to lag too. If we'd had another land in our hand to play that turn, I'd have probably gambled by playing the Hazoret, but is that a good hit? And the Hazoret, so we can certainly pick them up at this point. We're at 7 life and we have no outs. Well, we did say we wanted a quick match, but we were kind of hoping it was the other way around. We're going to sideboard the same way this match as I did the last match. We're going to swap the 5/3 drops for the 5/3 drops. And then we're going to bring in the removal spells and the Braid. And we're going to cut the Chandra and the Lightning Strikes. Don't know if it's right. So we'll play first. Hand's fine. It's like pretty bad, but we have a removal spell, and we have Creature and Everspear Harvester, which are some of the important cards. We can't just mulligan the Hazoret though, because it's hard to get the 4th land. Hopefully he doesn't have the shock. Or if he does, hopefully he targets the wrong one. Or what I perceive as the wrong one. Go ahead and start playing these lands. There's a chance that we have to ditch the Beaumont before it's ditching the Beaumont time. I'm actually attacking with this and giving up 1 point of damage because like maybe the only removal spell in his hand's in a Braid or whatever, and like I don't want to give him a clear sign to use this. Alright, it wasn't, but I think it was worth it. Lost a point of damage, but it was a small attempt at trying to protect it. And since it's the only card that we really have going that feels like it's worth trying to protect. Maybe it's not though. Not actually sure. That could have just been real bad. Give me them lives. So hopefully it's not a Braid. It isn't a Braid. Might as well kill this. Alright, well, we're out of gas. Opponent's still at 16 and we are totally out of gas. So like, Hazoret's the only card that we can draw right now that's even particularly useful. Pretty easy for him to have yet another removal, and he did. We sideboarded out Lightning Strikes. I wonder what they sideboarded out. Oh, the first attacking Hazoret again. And we're dead. Alright, I think we're going to try to... We got 24 minutes, so we're definitely going to try another round. If it's as fast as that one, we can do both. Very likely not going to be as fast as that one. I don't really think we made any bad decisions that game. It's just kind of how the mirror works sometimes. There's a $15 off using an app on PayPal today for those who care. So if you're really wanting that Tiger, James, you can get $15 off if you do it from your iPad. sharing it to everyone. Don't know how to share it in the chat without making you guys hear noise. Don't know if I can. Alright. Come on, Round. You can do it, Round. You gotta win one out of the next two to at least acquire a pity chest. It's kind of a long wait. Very, very long. Wow, what's up with the 3-minute queue? Apparently I'm starting to drop frames again, too. I guess there's something wrong with my connection today. I have no idea. We have an opponent. Look down for 1 second and then there's an opponent. Well, lost a dice row. Sultai Energy. I think that's a pretty rough match for us. It was 21 days ago, though. It could have changed. We were both in the 2-1 bracket trying to deny each other that wonderful pity chest. This hand's fine. It's not particularly great, especially after Sultai Energy, but I don't think you can mulligan it. Yeah, so it's some kind of energy deck. He got a swamp, so I guess he's still in Sultai. Sultai's real hard to beat. The added layer of Walking Ballista, and then some of them have Death Gorge Scavengers out of the board, plus the cheaper removal spell and Fatal Push, just makes these decks provide a type of problem that the other decks, or that the teamer decks don't provide. The only big difference is they don't go as wide. So we're really hoping there's no Fatal Push. Because that will be a problem. Happy days. Could just mean that we're going to get like Sneaky Snaked or something and then Ballisted. Dreader kill. Wow, he took the point of damage. That's kind of odd. I guess he was hoping we'd play a Karl Zev. So that might mean he's kind of light on removal. So at least that's good. We only have 5 2-drops. Or 3-drops, so I think I can wait and get the extra point of damage out of this. Yeah, we'll be greedy and try to get the extra point of damage. Not punished. And by not punished, I mean we were certainly punished with another mountain. It would have been nice to have been on the play. Because with 5 mana he can hostage take and protect. So it is just a walking ballista. He might use it now to try to play around a removal spell. We certainly do not have much going on for us. It's kind of like a hazard or nothing here. You don't see those main deck too often. Certainly it's not blocking. Another land, so we can't even attack with this? Wow. That's pretty insane. Like we legitimately can't even attack with that? Yeah, sometimes you draw 8 lands in 18 card or 14 cards. At least we get to attack with it next turn. I don't think we can win the race anymore, though. Yep, can't win the race anymore at all. Next game. That went real bad for us. So let's see. On the play, we're going to bring in some defeats. We're going to bring in some glory bringers. We're going to bring in an abrade. Probably going to take out these. Probably going to take out these as well. I kind of want the Harvester. It's kind of hard for him to beat the Harvester. Well, this is not really true. It's not hard for him to beat it. It's harder for him to block it. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring these in. I don't think this is particularly great. I think it's fine, but we have 11 removal spells. I don't know what the last card I want to cut is. I think about just cutting a Beaumont Courier. We'll just bring in one. So we'll certainly play first, and we'll certainly keep. Hand's obviously not great, but again, I don't think you can be that choosy, especially in a hard match. That was a little lucky for us. He didn't have turn 1 attune. He didn't lead with a black source, so like maybe he doesn't have the removal for the Carl. Maybe it's just Lone Tusk Cub or Glint. Well, we were not that lucky. Maybe we were. Maybe it's just Essence Scatter then. He's taking 2 damage he should not be taking. So many triggers. Triggers for days. It's just a sneaky snake. Could be a doohemy. That's what I called that, a doohemy. Alright, well, we'll start with the attack since he can't block. I think I'm just going to play the Chandra and tick it up. Could tick it down, but then if he has a walking ballista, the Chandra, or, you know, dies. If he has a blossoming defense, the Chandra dies. If I tick it up, he needs at least 2 cards. And if he's dealing 2 cards, that gives us another chance to draw something. And it means he won't be blocking the Rampager in that scenario. Alright, so this card's probably surviving. Would love to draw a burn spell here. Feel pretty confident if we draw one. I'm actually feeling pretty confident anyway at this point. Now that he's missing the land drop anyway. Yeah. Feel pretty good about that. Mana clock. Take my point. And prepare to move on to game 3. He's got a chump block this. He may have a thingy to finish this off, like a fatal push to finish this off, but either way, even if he does, he's at 4 life. Unless he has some massive amount of life gained, the Ramunap runes closes pretty quickly. Alright, so on the play to the draw, I think Soulscar Mage is a little bit better on the draw, and I think Kenra's a little bit worse on the draw. I think you're less aggressive, but you do want some of them because of the flashback clause. Probably don't want all the Chandras on the draw either, because we're probably forced to cast them. I think the Crasher might be a little okay on the draw. I probably don't want the Crasher no matter what. Probably just want this. It's not that great though, and you saw my reluctance to even use it that game. Yeah, we're just run this. So this is unfortunately going to be the last match, so you guys are going to miss round 5, and I'm sorry about that, but again, I have somewhere to be in 9 minutes. You should all be there on the Mana Traders Twitch channel if, you know, if you're able to. Nice little holiday stream. They're going to be doing some giveaways. It's really nice, and we have a subscription to their account, which is actually what lets our channel be a channel. We would not be able to play all these sweet decks if it wasn't for them. For example, I got Chandras off them for this event. So definitely go give them a check and support them if you like. They're good people. Good service. Couldn't recommend it more. It's a swamp. Swamp. Kinda just want to kill this, but I probably shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to play this and bash for 1. I need 2 more mana to pump this up, so I think we get another chance to kill it at some other point anyway. I think the way that they're playing this, though, means they probably very much have a Blossoming Defense in their hand. Because they have like 16 2-drops, so they probably played this one to try to get me to remove it, and they're going to play like a Winding Constrictor or a Cub or something for ridiculous this turn and try to protect it with a Blossoming Defense. But little do they know, we're just not going to kill whatever they play. They can have it. I don't care. Bring it. You do you. We ain't killing anything. That's as expected. Actually surprised they didn't attack. So if we attack, they block, they use, so we lose the Kenra? Huh. See you, man. Don't think I can actually attack here, can I? Are they live yet? They're not even live on mine. So there's their land. Goodbye, friend. We will miss you. I guess let's start with this. I assume he's going to Blossoming Defense this. Because we thought he had the Blossoming Defense last turn as well. Basically just really hoping they don't have two. Oh wow, the second one's pretty brutal. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose this game. Yeah. We really had to hit our lands. Yeah. Just not going to be able to beat double Long Tusk Cub with, 45 energy. They have another Blossoming Defense. We can come close to picking our cards up. Okay. Guess we'll start with this then. Sure. So none other Blossoming Defense, so we have found a chance. So if I use this on this, he kills this for 3, but he doesn't get energy. Or I could just kill this. And I take an extra damage, but I get to save this. I don't like how I played this turn. I don't know if it actually mattered. But I certainly don't like how I played it. Whatever. Missing the land drops, I think, is what really hurt us this game. We have some outs now. Oh, not too dang many. Pretty much have to hit a land this turn. And then we're still in really bad shape. Yeah. Alright. So we're just not going to win this game for sure. And that's fine. Yeah. We had all the tools this game. We were just land light. So it's going to put a counter on this, kill this, and attack to get another energy, maybe? Whoops, sorry about that. That was my alarm, guys. Well, we're certainly going to double block this one. What do we have now? Alright. Doing anything we can to try to stay alive. Spoiler, we're not doing a good job of it. Wait, I pressed F6. Pressing F3 as fast as I can. Alright, we'll kill this one to start. The next turn we have to chump block. And we're down to 2. I don't know what we can do to win. Probably nothing. But we'll look at the draw steps just in case. Oh, and a winding constrictor? Alright, definitely can't win now. That's 3. And GG. Alright, anyway guys, thank you so much for stopping by. And I don't know if Mana Traders is on yet, but if they are, that's who we're hosting. And then we're going to jump over there as well. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and host them regardless of whether they're on or not. And take care, everybody. I will come back after the Mana Traders stream and finish the last round and see if we can acquire a pity chest. I appreciate you guys all for stopping by. And for those that are watching on YouTube, I will upload a second video with the 5th round. Take care, everybody.